Not Like Us. Written by Nick Gregorio and Ben Davidow. Sound design by Drew Marion and Nick Gregorio. All feels lost. The bar is awash in a pre-dawn bluish gray. All that can be heard is the slow whine of the backup generator struggling to keep the heat on. LaTesha sits, fighting to stay awake, her hand on her forehead. Marcus, sweaty and not doing well from blood loss, is slid back in his booth seat. Sheryl lays across the bar, head back, eyes wide open. Frank paces behind the bar, smoking a cigarette. Officer Dobbs sits perched in his booth, trying to keep his eyes open, trying to keep the room in his sights. Clark sits in the corner booth. He checks his pack of smokes. 2 left. The backup generator sputters and a loud bang is heard. The lights flicker on, then stagger back off.
We're just here waiting to die.
Everybody knows, hun. We all know.
John and Paul, we're right here talking and drinking. Fuck!
Frank, calm the hell down. Sheryl, talk to him.
Sheryl sits up.
We are alive. We have a few more hours of the backup generator, and that should get us to daybreak.
LaTesha perks up from her booth.
We're safer in here than out there.
Yeah, who the fuck asked you? Paul was right. You're probably one of them.
We played your game. We didn't know about Karen. I fucking swear, it's my life on the line too.
Yeah, we play a trip down memory lane, problem solved, and your friend pops up like a piece of toast and kills Paul. Fuck!
We have to wait this out, Frank. All of us.
These two. I don't know. I want them out. Get the fuck out.
Frank.
Oh, so should I just drag Marcus through the snow? Because I don't think we'd make it out of the parking lot.
I really don't give a shit. Get the fuck out of here.
No one is going anywhere.
I should have thrown him out when the idiot shot himself. This all started the second they walked in, just like Paul said.
Dobbs, please.
Come on, man. I could barely hold my head up.
Officer Dobbs makes it to his feet, bleary-eyed.
Frank, this is your bar. I respect that. But these people are under my protection. All of you are.
Clark rolls his eyes. He lights a smoke.
You're only in charge because you have a gun.
Yeah, Gare, and from where I'm sitting, you ain't been in charge all night.
Officer Dobbs shoots Clark a look. Sheryl jumps down from the bar.
Frank, no.
Clark glares at Dobbs.
We're as good as dead.
Frank reaches under the bar and emerges with the shotgun. He points it at LaTesha. LaTesha ducks down in the booth. Frank points the gun towards Officer Dobbs.
Are you still in charge here, Gary? I think maybe I am now.
Take it easy, pal.
Sheryl walks closer to Frank.
Pal? Nah, I'm done. You can fucking hit the bricks with them.
Frank whips the gun towards LaTesha and Marcus. LaTesha covers her head in the booth.
No, don't shoot. I'm hurt real bad. Please, Frank.
Sheryl walks over to Frank.
Stop it, Frank. Put the gun down, please.
Officer Dobbs aims his handgun at Frank.
Put it down.
This is my bar. You put your gun down.
Frank, please. Just give it a few more hours. These people aren't gonna hurt us.
Tell that to Paul. Sheryl, you know it.
Sheryl is frozen. Officer Dobbs slowly holsters his gun. He holds up his empty hands.
Okay, it's gone. You're in charge. But no one is going anywhere.
Frank slowly begins to lower the weapon. Clark stands up. LaTesha looks over to Officer Dobbs.
What are we gonna do, Dobbs?
Shut your mouth. You can start there. Keep that gun on him, Frank. He's gonna get us all killed.
Frank raises the gun back to pointing directly at Officer Dobbs.
Now what, Clark?
You sold out my brother, me, your friends. I don't care if you're good old Officer Dobbs or a pod person or the Philly fucking fanatic. I don't trust your ass. I never will again. And you let these people come in here, motherfucking strangers, and you protect them?
Frank nods in agreement. Sheryl shakes her head.
This motherfucker don't quit.
Marcus painfully adjusts himself in order to see the action.
Stop now, and we can come back from this.
You locked up a whole generation of guys, family we grew up with, and you put us all in harm's way all fucking night.
Frank tenses his grip on the shotgun.
Put down the shotgun, Frank.
Clark snaps his finger.
Blast this asshole, Frankie. He's turned us into sitting ducks.
Clark turns to Frank with tears in his eyes.
Blast this fucking snitch.
Shut up, Glock. Just shut the fuck up.
Frankie, it's okay. This is cruel. This isn't you.
This lousy piece of shit doesn't deserve to live. He sold us out. He's selling us out. He's probably a fragger working with them.
Frank steels himself. Gary Dobbs takes a deep breath. He accepts his fate. Sheryl, pushing past Clark, lunges at the side of the gun. Bang! Frank shoots out a neon beer sign. For the first time tonight, Officer Dobbs draws his gun. He fires 3 shots at Frank's chest. Bang! 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 Dead. Sheryl screams and drops to the floor. She cradles his bloody body in her arms.
No. Oh, you killed Gary, you killed him.
Officer Dobbs holsters his weapon.
Get over here, Clark.
What are you gonna do to me?
Officer Dobbs slams Clark into a table and chairs. Dobbs cracks Clark in the face. Clark's nose breaks. An avalanche of blood comes cascading down his face. Officer Dobbs grabs Clark by the collar. He smashes Clark into the table, breaking it. Clark slumps to the ground, face down and squirming. Officer Dobbs grabs Clark by his belt and tosses him into the empty booth. Officer Dobbs handcuffs Clark.
You'll be in those cuffs until those things tear you apart.
Officer Dobbs approaches LaTesha.
Jesus, Dobbs. What the fuck is going on? You shot Frank.
What? How's Marcus?
Officer Dobbs reaches his hand towards Marcus's leg bandage.
Can I?
Marcus nods. Clark thrashes from the booth.
Let me go!
Marcus props himself up as best he can.
Does it look okay?
Dobbs is silent.
Once the sun comes up, we'll go and get help.
LaTesha's face contorts as if she is holding back tears. Clark shakes his cuffed hands feverishly at Dobbs.
Take these fucking cuffs off, man. You can't leave me for dead. I'm a person here.
Sheryl stands up, her husband's corpse at her feet. She's covered in blood and holding the shotgun. Clark looks up. He shakes his head. Sheryl levels the gun. She's fighting back tears. Sheryl aims the gun at Clark.
I was trying.
Bang! Sheryl unloads a round of buckshot into Clark's chest. Clark slumps down, lifeless. Dobbs and LaTesha snap to attention. Sheryl takes a deep breath. She composes herself. She turns the gun towards Dobbs. Bang! The twisted creature that was once a copy of Lieutenant Travis Buckley bursts through the kitchen door. The newly transformed fragger sinks its gruesome fangs into Sheryl's neck. Sheryl drops the shotgun. The bite tears a huge chunk out of Sheryl's neck. Blood gushes from the jagged wound. The life drains from Sheryl's body. Marcus screams. LaTesha gets to her feet. Officer Dobbs opens fire on the former Lieutenant Travis Buckley. Sheryl's eyes close on her way to hitting the ground, dead.
Get clear of this thing! Take cover!
Come on.
LaTesha helps Marcus up from the booth. Click, click, click. Dobbs looks down at the revolver, empty. Fragger Buckley lunges toward Marcus. Officer Dobbs tackles the fragger to the ground. The fight is heavy blow after heavy blow. They slam each other into walls, tables, and the floor. Officer Dobbs gets on top of Fragger Buckley and beats in his head with the butt of his gun. Blood and viscera spray onto Dobbs' face and clothing. Exhausted, Officer Dobbs staggers to his feet, barely able to stand. Bloody and beaten to a pulp, his face is a crimson mask. Dobbs crashes into his favorite booth, laughing as he loads his gun. Officer Dobbs stands up and stomps Lieutenant Buckley's lifeless skull 3 heavy times for the necessary overkill.
Don't fucking get up!
Officer Dobbs turns around to see LaTesha has the shotgun pointed right at him. Marcus has his handgun also pointed at Dobbs. Officer Dobbs raises his gun and goes back and forth between the two.
Put them down!
That was insane. No. Why did you bring me to this place?
LaTesha lowers her weapon.
Dobbs isn't one of them.
Marcus, barely conscious, shakes his head violently.
Marcus, if I was one of them, I would have killed you already. I could have killed all of you.
Marcus looks to LaTesha, then back to Dobbs.
I'm tired of all you people.
Put it down. Please, Marcus.
LaTesha takes a long, hard look at Marcus. She shakes her head. She staggers backwards.
That's not my friend.
Marcus's eyes go wide.
What?
LaTesha drops the gun. She turns towards Dobbs.
That's not him, Dobbs. It's not him. He'd never talk like that.
LaTesha puts up her hands.
Bitch! Yes, I would. That guy Paul was right. She don't even know me that well. That's why I'm here. Because of her!
LaTesha's eyes well up with tears.
No, I know Marcus. You're not Marcus.
Yes, I am!
Marcus thrusts the gun at her.
Shut her up!
Dobbs tenses on the handle of his revolver.
Dobbs.
Marcus whips the gun towards Dobbs. Marcus is barely keeping himself propped up on the bar.
She doesn't know shit!
LaTesha is near the lifeless body of Sheryl. She realizes where she's standing. She looks down at the carnage. LaTesha gasps.
Put down the gun, Marcus.
No!
Marcus, put down the gun.
What?
Count to 3. Drop it. 1, 2.
Marcus turns and points the gun at LaTesha.
You're fucking insane. Why did you bring me here?
Marcus whips the gun back towards Dobbs. Bang! Marcus fires at Officer Dobbs. The bullet hits Dobbs in the side. Bang! Officer Dobbs fires his gun and hits Marcus in the arm. As Marcus falls to the ground, he returns fire. Bang! The shot hits Officer Dobbs in the shoulder. Marcus crumbles into a pile on the floor. LaTesha looks on in horror. Dobbs drops his revolver to the ground. Dobbs clutches at his side wound with his right arm. His left arm hangs limp from the gunshot to his shoulder. Dobbs staggers over to a chair. He slumps down into it. LaTesha looks back at Marcus. She shakes her head. Officer Dobbs looks up at LaTesha. He motions towards the bar. LaTesha sees the nearly finished bottle of bourbon. She grabs the bottle and 2 glasses. LaTesha flips up a table and puts the bottle and glasses down. Dobbs is fading.
I didn't see that coming.
LaTesha pours the whiskey into each glass. She slides a glass to Officer Dobbs. Dobbs raises a glass. He catches LaTesha's eye. She's different. She's calm and composed. She clinks glasses with Dobbs. Dobbs sips his drink. LaTesha smiles as he drinks.
I didn't see that coming.
Dobbs looks LaTesha dead in her eyes.
Why did you come here?
Because it was too easy not to. You all did most of the work for us. No one noticed when we came here, replaced you. Friend Paul was right. Pod people. Body snatchers. Don't worry, Gary. It'll all be over soon.
LaTesha smiles. A bullet blows through LaTesha's face. Bang! Bang! 2 more hit their target. Fragger LaTesha turns towards Dobbs. She drops to the ground. Marcus, bleeding and laid out on the floor, lowers his gun. Dobbs, holding his wound, strains a smile. Dobbs grabs 2 glasses and the bottle off of the table. He staggers onto the ground next to Marcus.
Y'all been sipping all night. I think I'm gonna have myself a sip too.
You got it, kid.
Dobbs hands Marcus a drink. The duo are struggling.
You're not, one of them.
No. After all this, no.
They sip their drinks. Dobbs starts to laugh. Marcus joins in. They are battered and bloody and laughing hysterically. The bar is wrecked, decorated for Christmas and covered in carnage, bullet holes and blood splatter, and 2 people laughing hysterically. Not like us.